Happy Friday. It's Jen Thornton here, your future real estate agent. I'm doing today's video on what to do if you fail your real estate license test in New Brunswick. So I do have a YouTube channel now, so subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff. So as you guys know, I did do my real estate license test last weekend. And so when I left it, I wasn't feeling super confident about it. It was a little harder than I was expecting. And of course, I went into it fairly confident in myself. So we weren't supposed to get our marks until later on this week. So I wasn't expecting anything. I went to an open house with Jamie, and then I got an email saying your test results. So I freaked out. My heart was like beating, and I'm like, "Here, Jamie." And she's like, "Yeah, give it to me." She's like, "When I got my results, I was with Amanda." She's like, "I made Amanda read it," and she's like, "I was crying. It was emotional." Now she actually passed the test, so it was a bit of a different experience for her. So she's like, "Oh, Jen, you got 70," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And like I was really bummed out at first. And then on my way home, I listened to some Tony Robbins, and that always like pumps me up and kind of puts everything into perspective, right? Like in this industry, I am going to hit bumps in the road. Like there's going to be things that come up. I mean, it's not going to be an easy, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to have to hustle and go through things, right? So, I mean, all I can do now is study my butt off and go back at it. So how it works. So the awesome thing is you can meet with Rod at NBREA, and he'll go over your test, all the things that you did wrong. He'll go over each question. He'll give you tips on how to like pick out keywords and all that, and like just general test taking kind of tips and tricks. So he'll do that with you. For me, I made really silly mistakes. Like on my purchase and sale, I lost 6 points right there. And I mean, that was supposed to be a given, right? Like I've watched Jamie do them. It's not hard. I'm a clerk. I fill out forms all the time, right? So I made silly mistakes for the conditions. There's who, what, where, when. You need to have those things in it, and I didn't have all those elements. Well, this I wouldn't have known anyway. Like a condition or conventional, that's the word, sorry. A conventional loan. To me, conventional sounds like something that everyone would use, which to me is a 5% down with the housing insurance or whatever. So to me, that's conventional. So I put 95% mortgage, but it's actually 20% down as a conventional mortgage with no insurance. So I got that part wrong. Yeah, and there's a part where you, the agency part, where you fill out A and B or C. I mean, in the class, they told us never fill out at all. And I went and just kept going. So I made silly mistakes that I'm not going to make the next time. But going in and meeting with him, now I know that, right? I wouldn't have known that otherwise. So I highly suggest going back in and meeting with Rod. It's helpful. It's worth it. So now for the rewrite, the way it's going to work is they do it on the weekend once a month. So next month, May 19th, I'll definitely be going. But throughout the week, you can also call, and they'll set up, there's a room back there, and they will set it up for you. The timings are 9 a.m. or 1 p.m. You can choose those times. So there's that. Now, my next rewrite, your first rewrite does not cost any extra money. But then if you need another rewrite, then that's going to cost you, it's half of the licensing course, which is like over $1,000. So you really don't want to go there. So, but that's what it is. And then you get 2 rewrites. So you get your first 2, you pay the $1,000, you get 2 more. And then at that point, if you fail again, then you just might as well stop this because real estate's not for you. Okay. No, I'm just joking. At that point you would have to wait a year. So, I mean, you're holding yourself back a bit. So just make sure you're ready, really. I mean, they told me that from the beginning. I felt ready, but obviously I wasn't. So yeah. So that's what you'd have to do. Yeah, so that's just about everything, actually. I hope you guys have a great weekend today. I had a showing, and I went out on our side by side. It was really nice and relaxing. It was good. So So yeah, so have a good weekend, guys.